Alright guys, I'm really excited. Today we are going to be playing with the new Huda Beauty Glowish products. This is the Luminous Face Powder and the blush. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Samantha. I am a makeup enthusiast and makeup is my therapy. If you feel the same way, I hope you hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And let's get into it. So this product is $33. They came out with 13 shades. I have the shade medium tan and this is what she looks like. And I got the blush in berry juice. There's 4 shades of this and it retails for $21. I'm going to use the powder as a foundation as it's advertised and then also as a finishing powder because I honestly really want to see if it's a dupe-ish, not a cheaper dupe, but a dupe for my NYX High Glass finishing powder, which has been discontinued. This is the shade medium. And I just love to use it as a finishing powder to add a little luminosity to look sometimes. And so this is kind of breaking my heart that they've discontinued this. I did swatch. This is the Huda powder and this is the NYX powder. So I do feel like it is promising. So if you are interested in watching me do this, continue watching. And this is what she looks like. I think that's more proper representation of what it looks like in real life. I did put a hydrating primer on my skin so that the powder has something to really adhere to. Now I know in the demos Huda used a sponge, and I also watched Morgan Turner's video and she also used the sponge, but I was actually really curious how this would apply with a brush. So I think for me, because I use a brush more often than not, I'm gonna actually try to apply this with a brush and see what it looks like. All right, so we're gonna go in first with concealer, and I'm just gonna use the e.l.f. hydrating concealer in tan neutral. This is what I use all the time. It's one of my favorites. So I'm gonna go into Erase My Mom Nightmares, and then I don't usually cover up blemishes, and I'm not going to, just because I want to see if this really adds the coverage at all. And you know, if I'm putting concealer over those spots too much, then you're not going to be able to tell if it's the concealer or the powder that's providing the coverage. So we're gonna just put concealer in the places I normally do. So most of my face is my center of my face is covered in concealer anyway. So now we're gonna go in with the powder, and I'm gonna use this Farrah foundation brush. I think I got it in like an Ipsy or something like that, and I don't really use it. I wanted to use a brush because I've seen Huda use a sponge, and I don't use sponges as much as I used to. I use a brush. So if it's going to be me realistically using this in my day-to-day, I'm going to use a brush probably over a sponge. So I really want to see how this is going to look for a sponge. And I even have some recent acne that we'll see if it's going to cover up. So right off the bat, it has a lot of kick up in the pan, but let's go in. You can see I have hyperpigmentation. There's parts of my face that are just slightly darker than right next to it. So we'll be able to see if it evens out pretty easily. I think the color is pretty good. It's just a tad light for like my forehead and stuff, but that's kind of a common theme for me. I'm gonna go right in under my eyes, which I not sure if it's gonna be a great idea, but we'll see. And I used a hydrating primer, my what is it? It's this one, the Essence hydrating primer. I really like it because it really does feel more like a moisturizer. So if you're not looking for like pore filling or whatever, you're just looking for a little extra hydration. I see it accentuating pores on my face, and I'm not sure you can see, and I don't want to stop applying just to show you, because I want to show you guys all at once. The coverage is definitely there. Now, I did not use a sponge, and I do feel like the product has a little bit of hard pan already. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but so let's look at my skin up close. And I'm just gonna pull my mirror up here next to it. I do feel like it accentuates the pores. I do feel like it evened out my skin. I feel like texture is definitely more visible where I had a little congestion and may have not even realized it. It does provide a little bit of coverage, but not very much. You can still see like these blemishes actually look like more protruding because of the luminosity. I mean, you can't see the discoloration so much, but the texture is definitely there. I don't mind how it looks over top of the skin, or like this little guy here. He's really angry. He doesn't like it either. I feel like, where's the brush? I could blend this in a little more better, but like blending is not going to take down the shine. And you can definitely, like, I would never want to use this on my forehead. I don't have the worst skin. I have pretty good skin, but it's making my skin look dry where it's never dry. It's nice and lightweight, and like under my eye area, I don't have much texture there, so it looks fine, but like right here where I have lots of pores, it does not look cute. Nope. I do like the glow. All right, let's try the blush. All right, I only got one of the blushes in Berry Juice. And we're gonna take this brush here. It's a BH Studio Pro 15. I don't even know if they make these anymore. And I pick some up here and see how it looks. It is definitely pigmented. It's taken down some of the luminosity from the powder. It doesn't look as glowy to me. Let's put it on the other side. I feel like from a distance on camera and maybe in photos, this powder will make your skin look very filtered. My nose looks so shiny from this powder. So shiny. Okay, we're gonna do a quick little round two. I decided I could not do the rest of my face looking the way that I looked, so I decided that I was gonna take it off and reapply my face. I'm using the Honest Beauty CC with vitamin C on my face. It's already applied, and I'm going to just apply the powder kind of as a finishing powder and then see how I feel then. We'll just take it from there. All right, I'm gonna go in with the bronzer, and I have the one in Rich, and I really enjoy this a lot. All All right, and then we're gonna go into that blush, the Berry Juice. All right, and I'm gonna go in with the powder more as a finishing powder and just kind of dust that over the face in very specific areas. And I feel like that looks so much better. So I feel like it's still, I still see some pores accentuated, but just slightly more than if I didn't use that. I could see this texture already right here accentuated a little bit on my chin. This I'm gonna forgive just because that's acne. It doesn't look the worst. I could see myself using it as a finishing powder. All right, now I'm really gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then let you guys know what I'm thinking. All right, guys, final verdict. I don't think that this is a great product to use as a foundation. It just accentuates any kind of texture you have on your skin. I haven't tried it with something that's more like a poreless primer, maybe like a smoothing primer underneath, but I mean, still you're adding other products, and the whole purpose of this product is to kind of have an easy no makeup type thing. But we could play with this some more. As a finishing powder, I do feel like it's very comparable to my NYX High Glass, which I'm really excited because that is going to fill into a gap of my makeup that I thought was going to be there forever. I'm obsessed with the packaging. I just think that they kill it with that. It's sustainable. I love that you can see the product inside. And yeah, this is next to the bronzer. Everything just fits nice and slim, and it looks very cohesive, and I'm really excited about that. The blush is really cute. I think it pops on my skin nicely. And yeah, again, I love the packaging. I like that it's really small because it can fit in my drawer nicely for storage purposes. And I felt like it was pretty comparable with the tiny little Fenty ones that came out last year. Like, it's a unique formula, it's a unique packaging. You're paying for all of that as well. So I do really enjoy the blush. That's kind of my final verdict. I don't recommend as a foundation. If you're looking for a foundation, I would not get it. But if you were like me and looking for some kind of dupe for your high glass, this might be it. And who goes through powders that quickly? I don't. So, yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. And until next time, love you guys. Bye.